Maya and Maya once again. You're most welcome. Today, let's explore the entertainment space. For those who had been following social media in the recent past, we learned that some of our prominent celebrities that we had been celebrating for the past 1 or 2 decades had been on the news. Most notably, Mr. John Okafor, that's Mr. Ibu. We have Amechi Munago. For those who don't know Amechi Munago, if you ever watched the movie Aki ni Ikwa around 2000, the father to the Aki and the Popo, and then Hank Anuku. Hank Anuku, if you watched My Love, the gangster in My Love, his name is Hank Anuku. These celebrities, among others, had been on the trend in the past few weeks due to some financial difficulties, especially in a critical time that there's a need for health-related concerns. And following those debates, there'd been most prominent questions that people were asking. These people had been making a lot of money. Where is the money? Some years ago, some announced endorsements with big companies. What happened? And there's also a question, why is it that it's mainly the male celebrities, not the female? And I think these are critical questions that we need to ask when it comes to the life of celebrities. I know one thing that the public don't know, or one thing that people don't know, is that celebrities are the same like anybody else. Sometimes you see them on TV, you see them in classy lifestyle, and also the lifestyle that celebrities choose. When it gets to a point that there's more financial obligations when it comes to issues to do with health, people are left with no option. You have to get to the public to ask for support. Of course, this raises a lot of concerns. I felt it's something worth discussing because all of us, the same thing that happens in the music space in America, in West Africa, can apply here in South Sudan. I think we need to learn from some of these situations. Much as situations are not the same, let's also agree that within the entertainment space, there are those who are blessed to get access to money, get access to endorsements, get access to big cash. But also there are those that are not privileged. That's not the major concern today. But the concern today is, in case you're blessed, what do you do with those resources? Because I know in moments that resources are flowing in, of course, we forget about certain things, but we don't know that there's a time that resources are going to go away. And that is very common in the entertainment space. Today, you can be the main celebrity, the main person that people book you for shows. But also let's know that there's somebody somewhere, there's that newcomer who disrupts the industry. Let's take the case in East Africa. Looking down in the early 2000s, we all knew Mr. Nice. Mr. Nice was smashing East Africa with the Kikulacho. It was huge. Jose Chameleone came. Jose was sweeping East Africa all over. And at late 2010s, the group of the Diamond Platnumz started coming in and start sweeping here and there. And Diamond may not be there forever. There's still more people coming. When you look at the entertainment space, of course, there's a time that we look onto Genevieve Naji, we look onto the Ramsey Noahs and the rest as the top. Then also time came where a new breed of people started getting in. You see the likes of Raj, Van Vika, and the Nadias and the rest. In the world of football, we knew of the JJ Okocha in the early 2000s. Now the Cristiano Ronaldos, the Messis came along the way. That tells us that the creative space is ever changing. So if you're gifted, what do you do? If the tables turn and your career start going south, what is the backup plan? So this is something that I felt is worth discussing today because nobody knows how things are going to be tomorrow. I was reading through the comments when one of the global media houses published the questions in regards to Mr. Ibu, Omunago, and Hank. And I was reading the comments and I was moved. But one of the notable issue people pointed out is financial management. Most celebrities don't know how to manage their finances, especially in a time that too much money is coming your way. What do you do? I think is a critical question that must apply to all of us. We should ask what happens when resources come our way. How do we spend our resources? Where should we put them? Should we consider maybe spending them wisely just in case things don't work out? Another concern is, of course, poor investment choices in moments that there's resources. Sometimes celebrities don't invest, and also the celebrity lifestyle or living beyond our means. I think that's also one of the concern. People say celebrities tend to live beyond their means. For example, spending on exotic vehicles, exotic homes, and spending a lot. The lifestyle generally. Poor investment choices is one of the issue people raised, that celebrities don't have the second idea to invest, especially onto tangible businesses or other initiatives that when their career no longer pays, they could focus on to. And I totally agree with that. I remember some years back, around 2010 to 12 or 13, that time, solidly, my source of income is based on performance. Once you get bookings to perform in an event, that's when you get paid, and that's where you make money to pay for your rent, pay for your lifestyle, and everything turned when the conflict came up in 2016. Shows are out, and there's no more performances, and every celebrity or everyone in the entertainment space can agree that life was very difficult after that, especially when you don't have concerts. And also too, for those in the entertainment space, you know that you can make a hit song today, but that's not a guarantee that you'll make a hit song tomorrow. So sometimes there's a time that you can have a spell where there's no hits, and when you have no hits, you know that the possibility of bookings and the concerts is very narrow. So in case you're in that point, what do you do? I totally understand that we are both gifted differently, and opportunities also varies from one person to another. Just in case you are blessed, you have access to resources. Based on the situation we're seeing around, what do we learn from it? Can we consider rethinking how we approach our lifestyles? Can we consider rethinking that if we are blessed to have resources coming our way, can we sort some good guidance on how to invest these resources so that when your career turns, at least you have a backup plan? And that is really very necessary, because it's not predictable that the way you make resources today is going to be the way you make resources tomorrow. The most disrupted industry has always been the entertainment space, notably music. When you look 10 to 15 years ago, of course, the generation of the cassettes and other things, that's fine. 5 to 8 years ago, the generation of CDs coming in and fading off. Now we have memory cards, and now streaming is on the forefront. But also seeing AI coming in, that's also a clear disruption to the entertainment space. Initially, in the 1970s, artists can take the whole year to record an album of 10 songs, which is easy. But I've seen in the recent years that one artist can record more than 20 or 30 songs. In a year, they drop singles, which is more easy. But with AI, it's going to be more critical. For those who tested the AI, you know that in a day, you can write close to 50 songs. So long as you know the subject and the command, the AI system can generate, that means it's going to be a disruption again in the entertainment space. But borrowing from the stories and the experiences of what we see around, how do we position ourselves as people in the creative industry so that we are not pushed completely out? So today's conversation, it's mainly on that, and we look forward to another episode in the coming weeks. The book recommendation for today is Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by Curtis Jackson, who is also known as 50 Cent. 50 Cent wrote a book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, and in that book, he hinted about one of his friends who has the opportunity and has everything, but with all the resources, he was not able to pivot or readjust to invest the resources wisely. Now time came that he lost literally everything. And for everyone in the entertainment space, I highly recommend that read the book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. There will be a lot of lessons that we will learn from that. Otherwise, thank you so much. I remain Maya, the Maya Reloaded. This is Checkmate.